Hi friends, welcome to another virtual art class. Today we're going to be drawing these fabulous birds. I was inspired by the birds that were living in our holiday wreath that I had left on my door. And I guess they were hatching in March and they flew away in April. We had 4 of them. It was so cool to watch them, so I was a little inspired by that, hence why we're going to make some birds. This is a really easy project, friends. All you need is paper, pencil, and crayons. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to draw, friends, is we're going to draw a nice straight line right across like that. Then we're going to draw a U connecting those lines together, okay? Now there's your body of your bird. Then you're going to draw a circle. Now your circle can be small or big or medium, whatever floats your boat. And then we're going to draw his tail, okay? The tail's going to come up, go in, go up, go out, come down, out, and then go in, okay? Then we're going to draw one of his feathers. Come down like that, go around, and make a curve scallop line here. Go up like that, okay? And then we're going to draw a little beak. So it's going to go up, down, up. And they make 2 triangles, all right? Then we're going to draw a little eye like that. And then we're going to draw another circle inside of that, just like that. Don't add any lines for his mouth or anything like that because his mouth is in his beak, okay? And then we're going to come down and draw his feet, just like that. And one right here. Okay, now friends, you can leave your bird. You can have just 1 bird if you want, or you can have 2, you can have 3 or 4, whatever makes you happy. Do it. I'm going to make 1 more over here. Again, we're going to start with a straight line across, make a curve line here, make a circle for his head, make a straight line up like this for his tail, out, in, up, down, out, like that. Then we'll have his wings, curved lines, okay, and then we have some legs and his feet. Okay, we're going to straight line up and down like that, okay? Then we're going to add his beak, or her beak, and it's just 2 triangles, and then an eye. Okay, now my birds tend to live in trees, and so I'm going to draw them on tree branches. Now you can leave them just like this and start coloring, up to you, whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat. Remember, it's your art, so do what you want. Then we're going to come in here and we're going to draw some curved lines because not all branches are straight, okay? And then we're going to come down like this. And it looks like I need to make my legs of this bird a little bit longer so he's actually, like, you know, standing on it. Whoa. Crazy there. Sorry about the wiggling of the, okay? And then I'm going to have another kind of branch coming out like this. Okay. I'm going to add my leaves after I start coloring. All right, so I'm going to start with, so I've got a blue and a red bird. You guys can make your birds any color you like. I just happen to have red birds here at my house, so when I look outside, if it's a really pretty day, I can actually hear the birds chirping away. And then sometimes I'll have a blue bird. Sometimes I'll see one of those. All right, so when we go to color, friends, we want to make sure that we are coloring it all one direction. And we're taking our time and coloring nicely. It's okay if we color right over our pencil marks for the wing, because we're going to go back over that. And don't try to rush this because they look best if you take your time and you don't rush through it. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here with my red. Just a nice little coating down here. And I'm going to come up here with, on his wing, on his tail here. And then over here on his head. just like that, okay? Now, here comes the cool part. You're going to take your marker or your crayon, and you're going to come in here and you're going to push down pretty heavy. Now remember, friends, if you break your tip of your crayon, that's totally fine because it still works, all right? Crayons have this beautiful thing. Even if they're broken, they still work. All right, so I've gone back over there with heavy. So when I do that, it made the red pop out more. And I like that. So I'm going to go back over there, and I'm going to come in here heavy again. And again, friends, I'm not pushing very hard on our crayon. I'm just adding just a little bit more pressure. And friends, look where I'm holding my crayon. I'm holding it as if it's a pencil. And so I'm holding it just like this. But I even like to put it right here, in between my thumb and my forefinger right here. It gives it a little bit more control. And I can come in here and I can color in nicely. And I'm going to do the same thing up here. And then this head too, or her head. Okay, now I'm going to put that one away, and I'm going to get my yellow out for his beak. I'm also going to get out my black, because if I can find it, hopefully, because I want to outline it. Purple. And I cannot find that black here. Purple. So if you cannot find your black, like Miss LeMay cannot find her black at this moment, I'm going to come in here with probably a dark gray and outline it. Goodness gracious. They're having it. So I am going to come in here with a gray for now. Hopefully I can find black. I'm going to come in here and color in the beak of my yellow. And I'm actually going to go ahead and do that on both of them because they both have yellow beaks. And I'm going to take the gray and I'm going to outline my eye and color it in. The same thing over here. Okay. And then I really want that black. Did Crayon just forget to put the black in here? I found it. Right under my nose. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and outline it. Sorry for it's a little shaky here. I'm going to outline my lines. And my red bird, which is also the state of Virginia. Our state bird is our cardinal. Okay, and I'm going to come and outline my feet here. Okay, and my yellow just got a little crazy over there. All right, now I'm going to come in here and color in my bluebird. Again, I'm going to start lightly. And then come in here. This would be really fun after you go outside and look to see if you see any red birds or any bluebirds out your window, or, you know, if you go off with someone and you're like, oh, look at that bird. And then you can come back and draw it and be observation, which is what artists do a lot. All right, so I've gone in lightly. I'm going to come in here now, add a little bit more pressure. to make it stand out a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm going to come in here with my black and very carefully go over my beaks. And then I'm going to trace out his head, his eye, come around here. His feet. Okay, so there are our birds. Okay, they look so much better in black than gray. All right, now let's go ahead and pick up a brown, and we're going to color in our stem, our branches. So again, we're going to come in here and we're going to make sure that we color in our lines. Be careful around your black, around your stuff here. You don't want to necessarily color over them, because they're crayons and it's black, they will sometimes mix together. So you want to be careful how you color it around here. Again, you're going to take your time. Enjoy the coloring process. I love to color. Lately, I've been doing a lot of digitally coloring to help with stress and get my creativity out. But coloring is always such a wonderful thing to do. Okay, then we come back over here. Now friends, if you don't have crayons at home, you definitely can do this in colored pencil. You can definitely do this marker. Whatever makes you happy. Whatever tools you have, coloring tools is fine. You could even do this in paint if you wanted to paint it. You draw it first with your pencil, then you can go back over it with your paint. So whatever you have on hand that makes you happy. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go in with my leaves, okay? So I'm going to use a green, and I'm going to start drawing some leaves. Leaves are really just ovals with sharp points. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to color them in. Get over here. Now you could have 3 leaves, as it's like the beginning of spring, or maybe you have, 25 leaves because it's in the middle of summertime. That's totally fine. All right, whatever makes you happy in terms of your placement of your objects. As long as you're including them, this should be just fine where you put them. Okay, so I've concluded, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to add one more down here. I'm going to make it go this way. And then I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to go over it heavier to make it stand out more. The really cool thing about crayons is that when you put pressure on it, it becomes nice and dark. So if you are doing it right, it can start to look like paint, not crayons. And you can do the same technique with colored pencils as well. But good rule of thumb is to always start coloring lightly and then go in and make it heavy to get the effect that you like. Okay. All right, so I am going to go in with my black, and I'm just going to outline my leaves. Make them stand out some. You do not have to do this step if you don't want. I just find it just makes everything stand out. Okay, so then we're going to come up here and we're going to outline the branches while I'm here. Why not? And also by outlining it, just makes it look cleaner and a little bit more professional. Okay, so then we're going to decide what kind of background you're going to have. Maybe if you look outside and you do this and it is actually a dark and stormy day, maybe you do a light gray. Maybe it's beautiful and you want to do a super light blue like I'm going to do. This is a periwinkle. Or maybe you just want to leave it black plain like this. You can totally do that too. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to start very lightly coming in, and I'm going to start coloring. You do want to make sure that whatever blue you choose shouldn't be the same blue as your blue bird. Because if that's the case, then you'll lose your blue bird and your background. Those all start to blend together. So it's smart to do another shade of blue, or even maybe a purple or rainbow or whatever. Just make sure that your blue bird doesn't get lost in the background. So I'm just coming here using the side of my crayon, coming in here. I'm careful around my birds, so I don't want to color over them. Okay, just about finished here. Okay, friends, and there you have two birds on a tree branch. A red bird and a blue bird. Of course, your two birds can be whatever colors you like. And I can't wait to see them. Drop them in the description below if you like, or you can email them to me to Kayla May at vbschools.com. I'd love to see them. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope you're staying safe, staying well, and I will check you next time. Thanks for watching.